and it says we are live. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So let's get started. I just want to say hi, hello, welcome,
Hi, everybody.
welcome. Yep, hi. Welcome everyone to our podcast video presentation. Come up for air. My name is Clara Miller. I'm co-producer, joined by my sister Sid. She's a producer and author and content creator. Today is Saturday, September 16th, 2023. This is going to be the wrap up discussion of the six short stories titled Just an Illusion in the book authored by Sid Webster Beeson, Struck by Lightning. Please feel free to join us with your questions and or comments on our live. This is our first live actually YouTube. Um, you're welcome to join in if you figured that out yet.
We're trying
They
to
can, I
figure it
think we
out.
can comment. Yeah, we can read the comments, I think. So we'll see. We're gonna take our time.
Yeah.
Um, the book is available. Before we get started, I just want to do some housekeeping. The book is available for purchase on Amazon or directly from the website, which is www.sidwebster.com. That's spelled CYDWEBSTERBEAHAM.com. Now, so far we have released and produced five of the six short stories of the book on YouTube. The fourth story will be published on our Patreon subscribers only
Patreon.
channel. Yeah, on Patreon. Due to the sensitivity
Uh
topics
oh.
and the types of dysfunction portrayed, YouTube regulations will probably have an issue. So, what happened?
I couldn't hear you for a moment.
You
I
there?
can hear you.
Oh, okay. So before we start, I want to thank everyone for listening, all our subscribers, and everyone for contributing to this project so far, and any new people that's going to join in on our journey. Sid and I greatly appreciate all the support. And if you would like to contribute, all the links for donations are located on the main website, where you also can purchase the book at www.siddistribution.com. If you like this content and are not already subscribed, please subscribe now to our YouTube channel and hit the like button, comment, and share to your social media platforms. We love the comments and feedback. It helps us make improvements and it helps the channel grow. Now, if you want to be included, mentioned, or heard on future episodes or potential podcast promotional content, line for listeners to leave recorded comments and or feedback. If interested, please dial 856-244-1758. Again, that number is 856-244-1758. Email comments and or feedback should be sent to come up for air podcast at gmail.com. Now, Sid, let's get started.
Okay.
So, story six, titled Just an Illusion, Jamal and Jackie. Part one, moving in.
Yeah.
Now, with this part, the stacking up situation, we got beliefs and values. And what are they for these two, Jackie and Jamal? And do they even have any beliefs or values?
Yeah, they do, but it's not based in reality. I mean, so first of all, Jamal, he's lying to her right off the bat. He says, I'm letting her live in my apartment because she ain't got nowhere else to go. Lying to Jackie about his current living situation, right? And then all she's hearing is that, obviously they're already in a relationship. So now she's like, oh, he wants to live with me, so let me save him. She's an older woman, right?
Right.
And she's gotten into her fantasy mind of being his savior, and she's gonna let him move into her apartment, it's satisfying her needs in that way. And she felt good about him wanting her. And in the story, it says she's proud to show Jamal off around her friends because he knew how to act in public, and he's young and good looking. She could bring him around her friends and all that. So in my opinion, Jamal was smart in that way, because there's a lot of men that don't even have that sense to play that role. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is a shame. So
She was, yeah, definitely. She is definitely in the illusion of thinking that he genuinely like has some type of love. This is
right.
And then he lied, he's playing the deception side, saying that acting like he ain't homeless.
Right. And she's happy to have him move into her place because he's a younger man. She likes showing him off. It makes her feel good around her friends. I guess we could kind of feel like that's shallow,
Right.
maybe, that she feels the need to do that. But
so neither one of them really have. I mean, they have values, but these values are not sustainable for any. I mean, if they're trying to be in any type of serious relationship.
And that's for real. I mean, when you get to part
two,
the living arrangement, right?
Right.
How quickly did it fall apart? Because she didn't think about setting any rules for him.
Right.
He moved in. Now she's sitting here thinking about the fact that she's getting up every morning, taking him to work, and her
Right.
car is she really got it going on that way. So in her mind, she was thinking she's gonna let this younger guy move in, and it's gonna lighten her load. But that ain't what Jamal is thinking.
No, and Jackie messed up because she didn't establish any clear expectations from the beginning,
right,
or boundaries to the relationship.
Right. And so, it's like reality is creeping in to the fantasy. And then, now she's thinking about getting around to saying something, but it's already in her place.
Right. You're already living in there and feeling entitled.
Yep. And now when she finally gets around to asking him, like, you should think about buying a car so you can take yourself to work in the morning, he gets offended. He's like, what? Oh, so now you tired of taking me to work? Oh, now I knew you made her feel bad, for even asking.
So that takes us in the part 3 of negotiation.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Jamal, I put Jamal is sitting on a lot of lies, and Jackie knows it, but continues the charade. So she know in the back of her mind that he lying, but she's just like, I'm gonna believe the lie. I'm gonna just act like I believe it.
Yeah. And the sex was good. She liked having him, close to her at night and everything. But she had this nagging sensation of taking care of this man all of a sudden. Well, I didn't say all of a sudden, but it was kind of all of a sudden. But she let him move in, and then she started about it. So she musters up the courage to finally tell him she needs help with the bills since he was living there,
and not stepping up to try to help on his own. She had to pretty much ask him,
and he was mad. He was
living there like he thought he was living there like he was the right child.
Exactly. And he was upset that she even asked him. He's like, "What you want from me?" And had the nerve to lie, talking about he was paying child support, and that his mother, he was bringing money to his mother to put in the bank for him. Child, please. I mean, I'm talking. I mean, first of
I
all,
said, why is y'all
grown
lying so damn hard?
ass man. Will you help me understand this? Talking about bringing money to my mother to put in the bank for me.
Come on.
I know,
That right there.
but she didn't really completely go for that because she said,
What
she didn't completely go
grown
for it.
man doing that?
I know. She she doesn't accept it, but well, actually, she does accept his
Yeah.
excuse. But when we move into part 4, right?
Right. Arrogance of entitlement.
Yeah, he had so in part 3, he did finally agree to give $75 a week because he started thinking about the lie that he
Right.
out with.
And he felt a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, he did because he's like, wait a minute, she might start deciding I should go back to my apartment, which ain't really my apartment.
Exactly.
Because he had lied about that. That was his apartment to begin with.
No, he was homeless, but she didn't know that.
Nope, he did not know that. So that's why he agreed to give her $75 a week. And
Real quick, just to shut her up. But I actually don't think he planned on giving her $75, even when he said he was going to give it to her.
no, because the first week didn't give her anything. He made an excuse, didn't give her anything the first week. And then let's see. So the first week he made an excuse and didn't give it to her. And then is this where her car breaks down? Let's see.
Um,
Yep, her car broke down in arrogance of entitlement. And now she's like, look, we need another car. You know, he had been taking the bus to work in the morning, but it meant that he had to get up extra early and it was gonna cost him extra money. And in this part 2, Jackie never complained that he came in late because remember she would take the work, but he would take the bus home. He never asked her to pick him up from work. Now, why is that?
right.
Because he was hanging out with his friends after work, is why.
Yeah.
And he never understood why that didn't bother Jackie. It used to bother the younger girlfriend. Jackie,
Mhm.
an older woman, she enjoyed her quiet time after work. He never did really catch on to that. So she didn't,
Right.
long as she felt him come in at night, she'd leave him a plate of food, to eat or whatever. She feel him climb in her bed, she was happy, you know. And he was still jumping off with the girlfriend, remember?
Right.
Still,
And I think also, Jackie wanted to put pressure, but she still was walking on eggshells because she still ain't want Jamal to leave.
nope, nope.
She wanted him to help out, but she didn't want him to leave.
Right, right. But the $75 a week cracks me up.
Yeah, because that ain't nothing.
And he in his mind talk about this.
And he eating and sleeping and everything up in there, and she driving him to work.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know. And he has the nerve to still be running back to the girlfriend too at that.
The baby mama.
And then lying about paying child support, carrying on like it was a badge of honor. He wasn't even paying none. Oh my God.
Mm-mm-mm. He just a walking fiery mess of dysfunction and
Yeah.
destruction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all the households he's engaging with. Her, the baby mama, the mama.
Yeah. It's really sad because to
You
be
ain't contributing to nothing and nobody,
and
nowhere.
not even having a desire to. That's what bothers me. I mean, for someone to exist that way without any goals for yourself. Because if you wanted to do better, then people you're associated with are also lifted up, and
Right.
a lot of times.
He don't have no desire to be a benefit to nobody.
Yeah, that is a mystery to me, someone who has that mentality. Um, but that's his world. You know what I mean? Just to exist and have so
And feel entitled. So everybody is supposed to cater to him.
yeah, have a place to land. He's found his place with Jackie. You know, like even in the video they're showing right now, he like, okay, I'll help, like reluctantly and everything, which is so
But
sad.
mad.
How can
Mad.
right? How can she possibly accept this? It's just, oh my gosh, it is really, really a shame.
You know that saying when they say like, but see Jackie's insecurity, she feel like she gotta have a man, and this is what she end up with.
Yep, yep.
Cause she don't want to do the work either to actually
You're right.
get in a real relationship too. Cause I feel like Jackie, you know what I'm saying? She knew what she was getting into. But she don't want to do the work to have to get with to try to at least get into a real relationship.
You are absolutely right. She has settled for some reason in her whole character that she just wanted to have this image or something.
Yeah,
And
she just want to have the image, and she just want to have something to lay next to at night. So
and
she
he's a
willing.
willing participant. And
Yeah,
then she's gonna try to make him be a man, right?
that's where her feelings gonna get hurt.
That's where it's falling apart at. So now when we move to part 5,
Right, and now
oh,
like the car breakdown, and what can Jamal do?
funny thing is he helped her get another car, a old hoopty, and because she and then he felt like he owned it, you know.
I knew that was
Yep.
gonna happen when I was reading the story. The
Yeah,
fact that he contributed anything, he had owned that car
exactly. And the funny
with
thing,
no driver's license.
right? That's what I was going to say. And she didn't even know he didn't have a driver's license. And that now that part right there, because I kind of feel for her because I've been there where I just assumed that someone would not want to be asking to drive my car without a driver's license, right? I mean, I learned my lesson on that. You can't be having them kind of assumptions.
Right.
You just gotta
Gotta make-
out and ask. But she assumed that why wouldn't drive without a license, of course. But I'm here to tell you, yes, they will. Yes, they will. They will drive without a license in a minute. And so he had already messed up the way with his girlfriend. That's how he got put out of her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And then turned around and started asking for that hoopty that they bought, that he helped her pay for. And what happened? He had an accident. And then
So
the car,
Jackie learned the terrible lesson,
yep. And then the car's impounded and his ass arrested.
which is in her name,
Right, exactly.
And you titled part 5 mutual agreement, and I said mutual manipulation.
Ain't it though? They wasn't
But
really.
what is it? But is it Jackie just getting played?
Yeah, yeah.
She thinks she manipulating the situation to just have a man, but really Jamal got the upper hand because he the one really benefiting. She taking losses.
She definitely is taking losses, and he has an accident, and then she's all mad because the car got impounded, and she had to borrow money from her daughter to get it out.
I mean, now
Embarrassed.
you looking like a fool in front of your daughter.
I know it, and the daughter was mad too. You know, and she gonna say, "Why would you take chances with my car?" And then he turned around and said, "It's our car. I paid for it.
Ah,
No license." I would be like, "Negro." I mean, ooh, child.
yeah. So
No.
Jackie really in this story, Jackie was the fool.
Yeah, I have.
All he just doing what he getting in where he can fit in.
Yeah, you said getting in where it could fit in. Oh my God. And aren't you right about that? Getting in where he could fit in. Why is
Right. He one of them type of dudes like once he lose the car, then the job and apartment, he just gonna move back to his baby mama until
why
he
is
finds.
that okay? Why is that okay? You say getting in where he could fit in. I'm done.
That's what they do.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess. 'Cause he walked out, they didn't keep him. He lucky on that. He walked out under his own recognizance and, you know, went and
And see, that's what be killing me. How they be getting saved,
I know it.
know, just them the type of people that don't get, they get let out so
Uh,
that they can continue their destruction
yeah.
amongst the people.
And you see in the end, she was so distraught about it. He got nervous. And you see what he did in the end? All he had to do was beg her forgiveness and start kissing her, and she melted because she
Yeah.
knew that he loved her. And back to fantasy land she went.
Oh, poor Jackie.
I know it. And that was the end. He agreed to drive their car anymore, and she believed him. And that was the end. That was the end of the story.
Yeah.
Oh, what do
Yeah.
we learn from this? What do we learn? What lesson here? Oh, so many. You
They both, Jackie and Jamal, had different intentions under false and nefarious pretenses.
know?
Both,
Yeah. Uh,
but in the end, at this
for
point we're
them,
in,
yeah,
Jackie was the one who
right.
lost.
They weren't helping each other. Both of them were really they were two people who could not help each other.
No,
She couldn't lift him up, and he definitely went about lifting her up. They she felt he was fulfilling a need, but it was.
right. At a big cost. He had lost a car, and that
Lost
was
her
just
dignity with her daughter.
yeah.
You got to ask your daughter to bail you out with, get the car.
Mm.
And all he had to do was hug you, and that's some serious low self-esteem right there.
God didn't even have no resources and nobody call on, what I'm saying, to help in this situation.
Right. Right.
She had to ask her daughter.
Yeah, I know it. Oh my gosh.
He didn't burn all his bridges.
Yeah.
No circle. He
And this
ain't
is
got no circle friends.
right. This is a man that doesn't even think to forward to tomorrow. He doesn't save any money. He goes to work. At least he does work, though. We got to give him some credit on that. And but yet he just hangs out and spends money frivolously. Doesn't feel he has any responsibilities. He has a child.
Didn't build no solid relationships with nobody because he ain't had nobody call on.
No, he had burned all the bridges, like you said. And now Jack's a new bridge.
I mean, I would not want um Jackie to have to call her daughter.
I
You know
know
what
it.
I'm saying? What man would pay with them?
I know it. I know it. That's the
Jamal,
yeah
a
that
Jamal, a Jamal, and so the moral of the story, don't get with a Jamal.
yeah it is the moral of the story, and she should feel better. She should feel more about herself than to resort to that. There's something missing in her that makes her feel she should resort to that. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And like you said, I mean, when you with somebody that's minus, not even zero, a zero is better. But when
Right.
you have somebody around you that's literally taking from you, sucking the air out of your life,
Yep.
how does that make sense? Just sounds like you have no self-esteem, and I don't know, therapy, I don't know what it is to fix that, but this is in my opinion, this is a really sad story.
Yeah, because Jamal, no, he in a good. Jamal feels like he's in a good situation.
But that's also sad.
I know it's sad,
You
but
don't
as
want
long
your
as
daughters
Jackie
to run
allows
to
him,
you don't want your daughters to run to be with a Jamal. So we should try to not have Jamals around.
exactly.
Somehow, yeah. Why is he like that?
Hopefully, you know,
Selfish.
hopefully the daughter is not looking at that as something she should follow, and if she's looking at something she should not do.
Right. Well, this is a cautionary tale for sure. Because
Mhm.
I mean, for men, I hope that men would see it as, you know, you don't have to be selfish in life, because it doesn't get you anywhere. He's not showing that he has any ambition or any motivation to do better, right? I mean, his motivation is to just survive. Surviving is not thriving.
Right.
There's a big difference. Whereas
Hmm.
Jackie's no better, because her survival mode is just on a different level, I guess. Because what's her look at what she's doing. She's enabling him. So
Yeah,
she's
she
selfish.
definitely is enabling. She's enabling Jamal's uh what would we call his personality? Not
Selfish,
selfish. Yeah.
narcissist, selfish, and on a small level too. He ain't been really gaining. He's literally
Right. He
homeless.
got no intention to even
Right.
do big.
Right. He has to sit there and think about, oh my God, I might be homeless again, dragging his trash back up into her house. He's got a suitcase, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't like this story.
Yeah.
I just hope that, any the read
Yeah, I hope so because it's a lot of just the illusion situations happening right now as we speak,
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately.
Face reality, and sometimes it's hard, but you gotta look forward to the future and hope for better. And you should be around people who are where you want to be, not people who will drag you down to where they're at. And that's, I think, maybe the biggest moral of the story, because it's so easy for someone to tear you down and drag you down. It's harder, you know for you to pull somebody up if they don't want to change. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, we're approaching 30 minutes here, the end.
Okay.
Tomorrow, a new
First,
story.
I-
This,
yeah,
yeah,
this was cool. I'm glad we were able to do our wrap up on YouTube for the first time. We
yep,
were using Twitter Spaces
yep,
prior. until we figured out how to do the YouTube live. So, since we have the podcast here, it's best if we were able to do the live wrap up as well. So hopefully, at the end of our next story, we'll be able to promote it. And now that we got the hang of it, we could get some people to join in.
Yeah, we're just learning all. So just bear with us.
Yeah. So again, thank you everyone again for contributing to the podcast and all the projects that Sid has worked on and is working on. He has other things going on, so please visit the website, SidWebsterBeacon.com.
New story tomorrow.
Yep. And get ready for the next story tomorrow will be released.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you all have a good night. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We need subscribers. And please don't forget to click like when you watch or any of the videos on YouTube. Okay. Thank you very much. And Dr. Carla Miller, you have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.